Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by Logic Dolphin, but the game is hosted by Migrant P for reasons that aren't obvious. Weird.
I am the host now.
Yes. Sudden announcement, Migrant P is assuming hosting responsibilities for Dolphin's Dive as of right now. He doesn't even know. It's a surprise. Surprise!
And Logic Dolphin is now in charge of Handelabra.
Yes, I am now Mr. Handelabra myself, and I decree that Nature Incarnate is released today, right now. Hit the button.
Uh-oh. I mean, it probably could do that, but it hasn't been signed off by QA yet, so Will might be angry at you.
Anyway, Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. And with that, let us begin. We are playing Ward the Shores. I'll go ahead and read the card because this is the reading stream. The Dahan learn that these invaders are merely one of many groups, any of whom might want to colonize the island. You decide to set up wardings along the shoreline. Once they're complete, you'll be able to deal with the current crop of invaders and keep any others from finding you. This scenario is notably easier for spirits strong along the coastline, e.g. Ocean's Hungry Grasp. This scenario is notably harder against higher level Brandenburg Prussia, which brings Invader Stage 3 much faster. Interesting. So what does this scenario do? Rules changes. Once per turn, each spirit may play a power card face down as if it were slow, range 0 sacred site, cost 0 energy, effect pay 2 energy per blight and 2 energy per building to add a warding pattern. This uses a card play as normal. Once placed, each warding pattern grants defend 3 in its land. They are destroyed anytime blight is added to their land. Sweet! However, stage 3 surge. During stage 3, Explorer adds a town in addition to the usual Explorer. Well, that sucks.
Stage 3 stuff.
Setup changes. The number of warding patterns is limited to 4 times the number of starting boards. I guess it's kind of weird that's specifically a setup change, because like warding patterns themselves is like different than normal setup, but anyway. Limited to 4 times the number of starting boards. If you run out of warding patterns, you can reuse destroyed or already placed ones. Put all fear cards into the fear deck. If you run out, reshuffle the deck. That's different than another scenario we played recently where if you ran out of fear cards, then you just didn't get any more. This time we get a freebie. Reshuffle the deck. But wait, if all the fear cards are in the fear deck, then how do we win? Well, the normal fear-based victory is not available. Instead, Terror level 2+. There is a warding pattern in every coastal land. Neat. That's how we win.
I think that's in setup because on the tabletop you just have like physical tokens for the warding patterns, so you could get those out.
I see.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But fair, it doesn't need to be there in digital, but yeah.
Yeah.
RC wants an achievement for warding all the shores on the same turn.
Well, kind of tricky when you can only do once per turn. Each spirit may play this kind of card. But then you can do a repeat. Right? Yeah. All right. Exercise left to the reader. All right. So what are we playing as? Well, John has moved the boards around when I was busy looking at the cards, so no one knows what we were doing. But I am playing as River Surges and Sunlight. Haven. What? Haven? That's not available yet.
What? Secret content?
Well, soon. It's been sooned, right?
Hydrate for Haven.
Gotcha.
I shall also hydrate.
Cool. What does Haven do? Well, setup changes, or setup, put 1 presence on your starting board in the highest numbered wetlands. I think that's the same. Special rules. River's Domain. Your presence in wetlands counts as sacred site. I believe that is also the same. Growth options, pick 1. Number 1, reclaim cards, gain power card, gain 1 energy. Number 2, add presence range 1, add presence range 1. And number 3, gain power card, add presence at range 2. Presence track starts at 1 energy and 1 card play per turn, goes up to 5 and 5 respectively. There is a reclaim 1 and nothing else. Everything is the same, but our innate power is different. Call to a sunlit heaven. Haven, not heaven. Haven! Sunlit haven! This is the haven aspect. It's a fast power, which is weird. Range 0 sacred site, targeting any land. Where E is the highest uncovered number on your energy track. It is not 2.7, 1828, 1828, 459, or 452.
I mean, it could be if that number was the highest uncovered on your energy track.
Seems unlikely. I don't see that.
You just have to uncover the 3 partially.
Ah, there we go. At 1 sun and 1 water, defend E. At 1 sun, 2 water, and 1 earth, in an adjacent land with your presence, defend E. At 1 sun and 1 animal, in target land or adjacent land with your presence, gather up to E Dahan. And at 1 sun, 1 water, and 2 plant, remove up to E health worth of invaders. So, no massive flooding, but defend.
And gather and potentially remove. Cool. And I've got Towering Roots of the Jungle, the new spirit coming out on Thursday.
Ooh.
And if you want to read that, you can, or you can just accept that it's going to do things that are weird.
Well, we might as well read it. This is the reading stream. Towering Roots of the Jungle is a massive, sprawling tree, mighty and ancient. It predates the Dahan, but its history has entwined with theirs ever since they arrived. As part of the terms of the First Reckoning, it served as one place where Dahan might settle freely. It protected the land from any accidental damage done by the Dahan, and the Dahan from spirits that wished them ill. It has never before felt the need to reach out through its offshoots and descendants around the island. But the threat of the invaders and their heedless destruction has motivated it to grow and change in this new way. I don't know why I said it in that voice, but that kind of sounded cool. All right.
Trailer voice.
Set. Put 3 presents on your starting board. 1 in the highest numbered jungle without blight, 1 in the highest numbered mountain, and 1 in the highest numbered wetland. I feel like I'm game show voice now. Put the Incarna in the jungle with your presence. Complexity moderate. Playstyle, incredibly good at protecting everything at its Incarna and can draw invaders towards there, but is constrained in when and where it can move its Incarna. Has some ability to remove invaders, driving them from the island, but starts off vastly better at guarding the land than at smashing things. If you want to smash things, maybe you should smash that subscribe button. Wait.
Smash that like button.
Special rules. Enduring Vitality. Some of your actions add Vitality tokens. John, what is a Vitality token?
Well, in italics, I would say, each Vitality in a land with no blight prevents 1 blight from being added, then is removed.
Ah, it's like negative blight. Sort of.
Yeah, as long as there's no blight. If there's blight there, it doesn't work.
Ah. Oh yeah, land with no blight, of course. I, of course, read this as you said it out loud, and I understand how it works 100%.
Yeah. I'm sure we will get bug reports about that working as written.
We also have Heart Tree guards the land. You have an Incarna, as indicated by this rather foliagey looking symbol. Your powers get +1 range if Incarna is in the origin land. Invaders, Dahan, and beasts can't be damaged or destroyed at Incarna. You also can't damage beasts, but details. Empower Incarna the first time it's in a land with 3 or more Vitality tokens. And skip all build actions at Empowered Incarna. Neat.
Well, you know, if you have imbued Vitality in play, then your beasts have 5 hit points and can be damaged. So you just have to bring in Sentinels of the Multiverse as a crossover.
Okay. I was like, imbued Vitality, what's that power card? Jeez.
Yeah, also says Vitality.
And as a reminder, because I keep having to remind myself of this, the Incarna is always, may always be a presence. You don't have to count it as a presence. and it can be other things as indicated on the special rules. When it's empowered, it's also a sacred site, or is that not true?
Not this one. This one
Not
is
this one.
just empowered, just does the thing about skipping build actions, that's all. So
Gotcha. That's what I have to keep reminding myself of, because there's like the first time I played with Incarnate, it may be a sacred site, and then I just assumed that's how it always worked.
yeah, but no, each one is different, so.
Yes. All right, growth options. Pick one. Number 1, reclaim cards, add a presence at range 0. Number 2, gain a power card, add a presence at range 1, and add a vitality at your Incarna. And number 3, gain power card, add a presence at range 3. You may replace 1 presence with your Incarna and gain 1 energy. So, you're always growing, always be placing presence.
Mm-hmm. A little bit Earth-like in that way.
Also gaining power cards on 2 of the growth options, which is also really nice. Not on the reclaim step, which is unusual, but you also put a presence on the reclaim step, which is itself unusual. Neat. Starts at 1 energy, a 1 card play per turn, goes up to 6 energy and 4 card plays, gets an earth, a plant, a sun, and a plant. And John, how about you read out the innate powers, just to mix it up?
There's shelter under towering branches. This is what the playstyle thing was alluding to. You can gather things towards your Incarna, but actually not just towards your Incarna, towards any sacred site. Range 0, sacred site. Gather up to 1 Dahan, or then an explorer, then a town, then a city. So it powers up to even gather cities, which is pretty rare.
Cities!
And revoke sanctuary and cast out is where you remove the invaders. Basically, it says range 0 sacred site, but the target land has to be your Incarna. So this is almost always targeting, like it has to target your Incarna. And the origin land technically could be a separate land, but that would be weird. It's possible. 1 fear, remove explorer town, and the same thing can happen again, and the same thing, but remove an invader. So that can also remove cities. This one can be, you can get caught out by not having a sacred site at your Incarna, and then you don't get to use this. Womp womp. So be careful with that.
I suppose that if you have 1 presence and your Incarna, that counts as a sacred site, because the Incarna may be a presence, so 1 + 1 is 2, #math.
Or you could have a sacred site next to your Incarna and have a range boost and use it that way.
Aha!
But unlikely, but possible. And we have 4 unique power cards. Are those for me as well?
I'll just go through them. Entwine the fates of all. In 1 of target spirit's land, defend 2 per presence from all spirits. I like that italics there. Makes me feel like in playtesting that wasn't clear, so they had to add it. Radiant and hallowed grove. 2 fear if invaders are present or adjacent. In both target and 1 adjacent land, you may remove an invader with health less than or equal to the terror level. Damage doesn't reduce health.
How does health work?
I don't know. Health is weird. Blooming of the rocks and trees. If no blight is present, add a vitality token, or if no invaders are present, add a wilds, and at 3 plants, you may do both. I wonder if we can get plants somewhat easily. Oh yeah, there's 2 on the presence tracks. Neat. Boon of resilient power. Oh yeah, also Boon of resilient power. You know, I'm just gonna only add cards that don't have plants in my deck just to spite you, and I'm gonna forget all my unique powers too. I say this as if I'm playing a spirit, but I'm not. Boon of resilient power. Target spirit may add a destroyed presence to 1 of your lands. If you target yourself, gain a major power. Otherwise, target spirit gains a power card. Interesting.
Powers.
It's interesting that, like, this specifies if you target yourself, because most of these types of effects usually say if you target another spirit, here's the beneficial effect. But here it specifies if you target yourself. But in fact, the other spirit still gets the more beneficial effect because it could gain a minor power.
Yeah.
It's like debating you with, oh, I get a major power. But other spirits don't have to.
in solo, you have to get a major power. That's just like how it works. So that's interesting too. Often that would be working the other way, where like in solo you would get to choose, but nope, major only.
It also doesn't say you may gain a major power. You are forcibly gaining a major power, whether
That's
you
true.
like it or not.
There's no declining.
Also, target spirit forcibly gains a power card, so you could say, "Hey, River, gain a power card." I'll be like, "I don't want to gain a power." It'd be like, "Too bad."
And you're gaining one.
All right. All that's left is to read what the adversary is doing. Oh, right.
I don't know. What's your plan for adversaries with yours?
We've been doing adversaries at level 3.
All right. So
And
which would you like?
What I've generally done is hit new game with thematic start and just like, or not thematic, but like, story-based new game. Hit random adversary and see what it gave me. But we did not do that.
So you have to roll a d7.
Roll a d7. All right.
Google can do
that. Random.org. Number between 1 and 7. You give me 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Russia, level 3.
Oh boy. We really rushed in here, didn't we? Alright, so what does Russia do? It's been a while since I played Russia. Additional loss condition. Hunters swarm the island. Track beasts destroyed by adversary rules. If that number ever exceeds the number of beasts on the island, the invaders win. Escalation. Stalk the predators. On each board, add 2 explorers total among lands with beasts. If you can't, instead add 2 explorers among lands with beasts on a different board. And we have Hunters seek shell and hide. During setup, on each board, add a beasts and explorers to the highest number of land without buildings. During play, explorers do +1 damage. Least favorite rule of all time. When Ravage adds blight to a land, including cascades, destroy beasts in that land. So there's how beasts get destroyed. A sense for impending disaster. The first time each action would destroy explorers. If possible, one of those explorers is instead pushed. 1 fear when you do so.
That's one of my favorite rules.
And then competition among hunters. Ravage cards also match lands with 3 or more explorers. If the land
Least favorite rule.
Least or favorite rule. If the land already matched the Ravage card, it still ravages just once per card.
Now we need Italic's voice here, Dolphin. Come on.
If the land already matched the Ravage card, it still ravages just once per card.
Yeah. We don't get as many bug reports now that we tried to make that be even more clear, but yeah, it still comes up.
All right, so we would like to group explorers together and destroy them en masse so that we actually destroy them. But if we do group them en masse, then they start ravaging more often and they deal 2 damage each.
Yep.
It's okay, because I have shit, what's the power?
Wash away?
No, the usual. I was trying to make a joke and I screwed it up because I can't remember.
Oh, your innate power.
My innate power. Massive flooding. Wait, I don't have it. I have Call to a Sunlit Haven.
Your new innate power has remove invaders, and also I have remove invaders, which is really good with Russia. So.
And it does say remove E health worth of invaders, which the nice thing is that even though they deal 2 damage, they still have only 1 health.
Sometimes.
And
Most
yeah,
of the time.
since they're removed and not destroyed, it bypasses the sense for impending disaster.
Yeah.
All right, it's difficulty 8. Let's go.
Yeah. Is board set up good?
Sure.
Okay.
I usually just go with whatever the game gives me. I mean, technically you rearrange things around, but I consider you to be the island.
Yes, I am the island. I am the island now.
Look at me. I am the island. Okay. So, it's nice having someone else controlling a spirit. Interesting. Interesting.
So yeah, you can see on my jungle up here, the pieces are protected by the roots. That's it. That's a little visual reminder of the special rule.
I thought they were just like bearded. And
they've got beards.
They look like they're Jamaican. This is the Jamaican island invaded by Russia.
So my plan for Towering Roots and Ward the Shores is to get my Vitality Sacred Site in land number 2, and then I can just plop down my warding patterns next door with my range boost. That's my secret trick. Let's see if it works.
Yes, let's not forget we're playing Ward the Shores.
Yeah.
Even though I read the card out loud. I was so focused on Russia that I forgot we were even doing that. Okay. Sands.
I might actually move that now. Ooh, Enticing Splendor also? Glorious.
Yes, and look at this digital effect. The numbers below match the highest uncovered number on your energy track.
That's the first time people are seeing that. So you get to show that up first.
There you go, guys. Defend 1. See, that's what bold sounds like. And in adjacent land with your presence, defend 1. In target land or adjacent land with your presence, gather up to 1 beast. Or, sorry, the haunt. Sorry. I am easily amused. Okay. What am I gonna do? I don't have flash floods. Or, sorry, I don't have my usual innate that I keep forgetting. Massive flooding. See, it doesn't matter because clearly, if I can't remember its name, it wasn't important. Removing health worth of invaders requires plants, which I only have 1 of right now. Meanwhile, John's finished his turn.
I'm gonna stop both of their builds.
I'm debating if it is worth spending flash floods to prevent a build. Since E is the highest numbered energy number, maybe it's worth going up energy track right away? I say that in italics as if that
It's going to 2. I mean, that is part of the purpose of this aspect, I think, is like, hey, River has an energy track.
Yes. Aspects are here to make sure you play the spirit in a different way than normal, and certainly going up the energy track is different than normal.
I can offer you a defend.
I mean, I guess I don't care about I don't care about F8 at all because it's not a coastline. Coastlines are less like exciting. So, but also F3 is rather far away from F1. So I'm just going to do analysis paralysis for 30 minutes. If that's okay.
I got time. I
guess I could just do wash away. That's the easiest way of solving F1. I could try to figure out defend.
I mean, you could put a warding pattern there next turn.
I mean, the warding pattern is slow. I'd have to do it this turn. But there'd be a town in there. So it costs 2 energy.
It's expensive. So maybe not.
And it's also range 0 sacred site, and I can't get a sacred site there this turn.
That's probably you're saying it's impossible. Unless you draft Reaching Grasp.
I do think that what's going to be correct is presence. Also, by the way, stream, do let me know if volume levels are terrible. I think I mentioned this last week, but I am on a new computer, so if things are audio imbalanced, especially now that John is here, do let me know. If you cannot hear me, if you cannot hear John, or if the game is too overpowering, do let me know. Anyway.
If they can't hear you, they're not going to say anything.
I think I said that last week, too. If you can't hear me, say something. Wait, that doesn't work.
Binalbi is happy.
Anyway, wash away easily solves F1, and then Doing it this way, I'm definitely not reclaiming 1 in the next turn. Although I could see a world where I take power card next turn, play 2 cards. No, because I have to play this one. I'm at 2 cards. Doesn't quite.
I will try to project a little more. RC 1986.
Game is a little too high. John is a little too low. Okay.
John is down low.
I will lower game to 15, and I will up John to 175. These are different metrics, but
I'm 175 years old.
Discord is at 100% audio on Windows, so I have to boost John through Discord.
Yes, the little Discord slideys.
Anyway, Defend 2 is really easy to hit. It's just a sun and a water. I wonder how many of my cards give me sun and water. The animal is a little harder.
Just play all your cards. What's the problem?
Ah, yes. Just
Don't
play
you
all
have
the cards.
any amount of card plays on your track?
I have a reclaim 1 on my track, which I assume means I can reclaim 1 energy if I want.
Yeah,
So.
reclaim 1 energy.
You don't even have an any on your track.
No. My tracks are very simple, except they do have elements. But
I don't foresee.
I like that the
Gathering
numbers
Dawn
go
being
up each
important.
time.
So let's just do Boon of Vigor. Save the animal for when I want to gather Dahan on a defend turn, maybe? I don't know. So I can defend 2, and in an adjacent land with your presence, defend 2. That's going to be super helpful this turn.
I'll help when they go to jungles someday, maybe.
All right, here, have 2 energy.
Ooh. 2
And
energy is very nice.
Defend 2.
I'm going to gather and explore. And then remove.
All right, Sands build. As promised, Mountains explore.
I don't know what kind of build you're talking about. They're not building.
Do you think I'm going to lower the animation speed? And also, I forgot to change my playmat today. We're green now. Lower animation speed a little bit. Okay. So now Mountains is the build. And that's just going to blade. But this is fine.
I don't have a sacred site, so I don't get to use my nates. Womp womp.
Womp womp. Here's where I gather it to Han. If I had a sacred site.
Okay, so you don't need to defend. Nobody needs to defend.
Unless I could somehow defend 7.
Yeah. Or 6.
I guess 6 would work, yeah.
We could pile 3 presents in there and defend it, but I think we have better things to do than that.
Let's see, Flash Floods, I guess that pushes an Explorer if I play it. I don't have plant cards other than Boon of Vigor. That's gone, so I'm not removing 2 health worth of invaders, but it's kind of weird. I kind of want to dig for water plant cards? Water earth plant cards? Sun is so easy to hit. I guess that's another weird thing, is that like with massive flooding, you need a balance of water and sun, but with this, it's like all you need is 1 sun and you can do anything. Weird. I'm gonna gain a power card.
I'm always be gaining power cards. And
Well,
make vitality tokens.
none of these have water on them, but 2 of them have sun. Absorb corruption is like perfect for non-water elements. Also removes blight, which helps with vitality tokens. Also, look at that. There's a vitality token. Weird.
Yeah.
How does that get added again? Some of your actions added. Ah, and you add vitality or replace presence. No, yeah, okay, yeah. Words. Fire in the sky adding strife is really nice, though. I'm just gonna click this just so that I have like a card that hits elemental thresholds easily enough. I don't need to defend. But I do need sacred sites on the coast for warding patterns. So let's put this sacred site here, just because it's easy.
Yeah.
I could even put a warding pattern down.
It's half price. There's a 50-50 chance they explore there, so...
See, Absorb Corruption is a really nice card because I can play it face down for a warding pattern.
Yeah. That's ideal. I am going to be warding G1.
I will ward F3, but I will massively flood F4, I guess. I can only defend 2 there next turn. I guess I could do double presence and get to defend 3. But
And 3 is
I
a
will
good
chase
number.
this guy away, make sure he's not pushed into a land where there will then be 3 or more explorers.
Yeah,
then that
that's
land
the
would
thing we
ravage.
gotta watch out for.
And defend 2. Can't hit that, can't hit that. I'll just defend this coast, just in case. Influx of settlers. On the single board with the most buildings, add 1 town per player, split between as many different lands as possible. This will usually be 1 town per chosen land.
Okay, that... If you had defended the sand, then... I guess you couldn't reach the sand, right? This from Sacred Site, so... So you probably don't want to add it to your wetlands.
On a single board with the most buildings, a built town per player, split between... Oh, I see. So it's adding 2 towns. Ah, and because I have...
You have the most because I stopped all the
most.
builds.
Ah, yes. Okay, that makes sense. So it's 2 towns in as many different lands as possible, which is just 2 different lands. Okay. It'd be nice if I could just put an F1 and have F1 be defended, but let's see what the rest of the card says. Sandstalkers on each board add beasts to the sand with the most invaders. 1 fear if invaders are present there. And then network of
Sandstalkers
support
getting
and
wrecked.
trade. When invaders ravage the land as Dahan, defend 1 plus defend 1 per adjacent Dahan. Oh.
So actually, you could, yeah, F1 could take a town. It's
F1
gonna
would be
have-
fine. Yeah, so we're adding beasts to sands and then the sands ravage. That's kind of bad for F8, but whatever.
Yeah.
So this town is fine. And then... Don't want to put it in the mountains. Don't want to put it on the coast because warding patterns is the goal. Don't want to put it in F7 because there's beasts there. Or do I want to put it because there's beasts there? Who knows? It's also my sacred site. Maybe I just do F7. Screw it. Beasts, fear. I guess you get a safe beasts.
Yeah.
And then defend. And then sands ravage.
Looks like beasts are back on the menu, boys.
And now we're at 1 destroyed beasts out of 5 beasts on the island.
We're up. We're net the same, right? By +1? I don't know. We were 0-4 before. So I think we're 1
I
ahead.
suppose it doesn't really matter, as it's not really the ratio that matters. Just
Yeah.
like you take that destroyed beasts out of something like that. Okay. Jungle. Okay. Now F2 is ravaging. Ha. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Whoops.
Maybe that's your flash flood.
Yeah, flash floods there might be necessary. Let's see. This is a ravage. This is a ravage and build. That's a build. And that is a 4 damage ravage, and I am so far away from it. How much damage is F2 actually? 11? Is only 11 damage? I can totally defend 11. I just need to make sure that 11 is the highest uncovered number in my energy track.
Yeah. I mean, if your energy track just continues along that pattern, eventually it gets to 11, right? So just keep going. Considering a major power, I have 5 energy, maybe even 6. Let's get an extra energy and get a major power. Ooh. Trees radiate celestial brilliance. And also some other things. I think that's what I want. So actually, I'm going to hit the threshold of that, like, easily. Lots of times.
Neat.
So, forget a card.
Looks like a very cool card. Yeah, I'm still trying to think how I want to do F2. If I ever claim 1, which I can do, then I can Flash Floods F2. It's probably okay.
I can defend F6 if you're not planning on dealing with it.
Yeah, I'm not able to really deal with it.
I think that's better anyways because there's Dahan there that are going to get killed, so we can make use of them versus G8. So
all I can do is defend 2, and in target land or adjacent land with your presence, gather up to 2 Dahan, which does diddly. And I'm not putting a warding pattern down. I guess I could put one in F1 instead of River's Bounty. The only difference is I wouldn't gather 2 Dahan, but I mean, I'll just ward my shores and then regenerate enough fear and we win the game. How about that?
that's one way to do it.
Forgot to talk about the fear card distribution. It's 4 at tier level 1, 4 at tier level 2, and infinity at tier level 3.
I could threshold trees radiate. Dahan are going to kill those guys anyways, so it doesn't really do anything. So let's just make a warding pattern instead.
How did you get a warding pattern in G1 when you don't have a sacred site there? Bug report.
Magic.
And then...
Oh, we got a fear card. Because I made fear.
I'll push you here. Baby's first fear card? Alright, so that is now protected. This is no longer doing... Well, it's still building, I guess. Yeah. Oh, and I still have this. Defend 2. I don't have Sacred Site here. I don't have the adjacency effect. I will defend the sands. Life's balance tilts. The
Plus health
energies
or minus health?
of life
Oh.
shift towards
Well.
destruction.
It's not possible to pay for the animal, so...
Spoilers! I haven't even read that far yet.
All right.
The energies of life shift towards destruction, bringing wasting and disease to the animals of the island. Death is a part of life, but does this to go too far away? You may let destruction have its day. And that's it, because we can't fortify the resilience of life, apparently. So on each board, remove beasts, add disease, EU. For each board, discard its hot minor power. If it is fast, add a blight, and invaders in Dahan have -1 health. Minimum 1 this turn. 1,000 small struggles. On each board with 4 or more buildings and 4 or fewer Dahan, add a blight to a land without Dahan. Well, I don't think that part's relevant.
This could be like a lose the game against Russia, this event.
I had no choice. It forcibly removed one of my partners. Add disease. F5 is tempting. Can't defend that super easily. F2 is my bigger problem. I'm just gonna do it because that's coastal and helps avoid having to deal with towns there. Or buildings in general there.
All right, do we add blight?
If it is fast, add blight. But first, does your thing count as presence? Add blight. Sweet. Oh, this is my land. I thought I was waiting for you to make a decision. LOL.
You could put it in the mountain, I think. Safe.
Okay. Now.
Also
it is
fast.
Also fast.
Boo. Don't want this to be coastal because it makes it cost more to add warding patterns. And it also destroys warding patterns, right?
Yes.
So, I guess G4 is where this is going to... Oh no, I can click G2 and Vitality gets eaten instead. Haha.
Yeah. I was wondering if you were trying to keep that to
Surprise.
whatever.
Oh, to empower?
4
Yeah.
more buildings.
I'd rather
4
use
for
it,
the
though.
Hun
Yeah.
doesn't work. Invader, fear card. Belief takes root. Lands with presence have defend 2.
Oh, I don't think that did anything.
Click
I
or
guess you
drag
can-
and explore to push it.
You can push him into G1. Oh wait, don't, because that kills the Dahan. Let's not do that.
Would be foolish.
Let's not be hasty.
Putting him in F1 because I'm stupid. I don't know.
That's probably fine.
Man, these explorers, they just keep moving around. And they explore mountains. And I was forcibly adding explorers to F7, and now that's ravaging.
Yeah, that's the danger of only having one beast on the board. Oh, I guess I can put these in the coast. I think I'm going to defend 6 there. Well, I could cheap out and only defend 4. So, yeah, let's go for the cheaper version right now.
Okay. Right. F1 warding pattern. Okay. Months and years go by as they always have. And now I reclaim all and have to think about what I'm doing because F7 Ravage kills the beasts, which is bad.
That is bad.
But also F2 is Ravaging, which puts a blight down, which makes that harder to ward the shores, and that's also bad. So what's Amanda do? At the very least, I could Flash Floods F7 to stop that Ravage, but then they escalate and put more Explorers down. Kind of need a more permanent solution. What that solution is, I do not know.
Yeah, they're going to be continuing to add guys there.
Do I click a major and high roll? Do I click a minor and die? Let's go major. Cleansing Floods.
Pretty good major for you, if you can afford it.
I cannot. Awkward. I mean, I could take it and use it to remove the blight in F2. Also, Infestation is here. Ooh. Add beasts, gather beasts. For each beast, 1 fear, and invaders skip 1 action in target land. Imagine being able to play that every turn. Energy is a bit tricky, though. It's also kind of bad elements. I mean, it is an earth and a plant, but not sun and not water. But it adds beasts, which means that we don't lose the game to lack of beasts. So I vote yes. And I'm going to forget a unique power because some event cards allow me to regain a unique power. Flash Floods. It's expensive and sucks. So then F7 is probably just... even if I Ravage, though, it's kind of sucky, though. Because that land is going to permanently have 3 Explorers. But I can remove 2 health worth of invaders if I play these 2 cards. 2.
That is good.
I can also play this. Doesn't really do anything thresholds wise, because adjacent land with my presence defend 2. That's actually seemingly hard to even be relevant, as you have to have 2 adjacent ravaging lands, which doesn't always happen. I mean, I guess
Well,
another...
It's happening right now.
True, except I don't have a Sacred Site in one of them, but yeah, true.
Yeah. More useful for stage 3. For sure.
But I can remove 2 health worth of invaders, so I guess like doing that in F7 stops that ravage, and then I can infest F2, stop that ravage action. And then there will be beasts there, so I could spread beasts around to avoid 3 explorers appearing in one spot again. Okay, I kind of like that. So infest. Call to a sunlit haven. And I kind of want to do this on myself for the 1 energy. Because then I could infest next turn. If I decide to devote all of my energy, or all of my presence to +3 energy, and then only play infestation, which might not even be that good. I do think I'm going to be selfish with this, though.
Fair enough. May it lead to your doom. So F5 is blighting right now with a Dahan, so I might defend there instead. Seems good. Question is, Enticing Splendor. What do I do with that? I think I still do that there. I have to push this one guy somewhere. Is F1 okay? Or F2, do you like him? Or where do you want me to put him? 1 explorer's running from F5.
F2's fine. Maybe
We got a fear card. Maybe not. I can always put him somewhere else.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
they explore coastal or jungle 50% of the time, and then that means that they ravage F2 immediately, but...
Yeah. So I could pop him in.
Doesn't really matter. We have like 1 explorer in many lands. It's kind of hard to avoid there being 2 explorers.
That's true. All right. And... I want Enticing Splendor away something from G6 in case we get like defend 1 in all lands and then there's no blight there. So let's do that. Or we get like remove an explorer or whatever. So.
All right. Civic engagement. On each board, remove a strife. If you can't, invaders do +1 damage per land when ravaging a lands with buildings. Casualties of Fang and Sting. On each board, destroy an explorer town and a land with beasts. Nice. Keep far from the lands of plague. On each board, push 3 Dahan from lands with disease to lands without disease. Kind of like removing the town in F2. So that it's easier to put a warding pattern there. But we vote in John's land first because that's how John works.
That's me. Me first.
Right, fear card. Panic! Ah!
Ooh.
Each player adds strife in a land with beasts, disease, Dahan. I guess the strife on the city in F2 would be preserved because we're skipping that ravage.
Yep.
Defend 4 there. Can't do that guy. Yeah, I'll just the strife the city.
And excuse me. I'll strafe and explore there because odds are likely that they get to ravage there soon. So,
Alright.
me first.
Choose for me.
The order can matter with Russia, so, but not this day.
But for Russia, it was a Monday.
All right, I have a very bad and terrible land.
Aha! Jungles with escalation. That said, I think I'm hitting the threshold on remove health worth of invaders. I think it's fine to actually... I mean, I can put 1 in F7 easily. They're certainly adding 1 explorer from the explorer, but I can definitely remove 3 pretty easily. But I can just do this and be fine. I can pop a defend 3 in F4. That's actually pretty nice.
Good old Papa defend.
Okay. That ravage will be fine. That's an issue. So I actually want a reverse bounty in F4. I didn't quite vocalize this to people watching at home, but I'm thinking I'm going to reclaim Boon of Vigor, play my hand next turn, and that should hit all the elemental thresholds.
Yeah, that means you get top. Oh, 2 damage to each invader. Woo!
Yes, because of massive flooding. All right, but I do need to go up the energy track with this, which is rather weird for River, right? But now I have the Sacred Site F2. Reclaim this. Play these. Okay, so I don't get to gather 3 Dahan, but I don't need to because I already have Dahan where I want them to be anyway. But I do remove 3 health worth of invaders. I defend 3 in F2 and in F4, but I don't really need to defend in F2, but it does defend F4. So this land is good. This land is not ravaging, it's just building. That's building. Next turn I reclaim all, and I stop F2 from ravaging. Seems fine. And we need 9 fear in order to get to the Ward Shores tier level and almost win. We just need 2 more shores. 2 more warding patterns. Setup change, you're limited to 4 warding patterns per board.
I'm going to see if I can defend or move that blight out of G8, and if not, I will just create a vitality sink next to it for the cascade.
I can actually...
So let's see.
I can remove that blight from G8.
In fast?
No.
I can defend too. Okay. I can push and explore. These things do not do what I want. So I'm going to reposition my Incarna to here. And add a vitality there. And do whatever. I guess I'm gonna add. Yeah, just keep adding vitality to this space. Maybe, I guess I can do that next turn, but let's do it now. Maybe Radiant and Hallowed. Yeah. Let's kill some fools. Any plant. You don't have destroyed presence. Are you getting some?
No.
What's happening in F6? Cascade?
Cascade. I don't have a plan there.
I can push out the Explorer, so then at least we might get a Just Fall there. That's the best I can do. Which is not nothing.
Okay. I'll give you energy this time because I'm nice.
Yay!
And then defend, remove 3 invaders. Well, 3 health worth of invaders. I could remove the city. Ooh. That would not help, but I could.
Okay. We have any surprise ravages? I don't think so. I could make a surprise ravage, but I don't want to do that. Where would you like me to push this Explorer from F6?
F5.
Okay.
All right. All living things sometimes act in unanticipated ways. Cities rise. In the land with the most towns, replace 2 towns with 2 cities on each board. Beasts chased off homesteaders on each board. Push up the 2 explorers or 1 town from a land with beasts. Careful ravage. When invaders ravage, the line has to Han defend 2. Okay.
Just Fall. No Cascade in F6. You get to pick the land with most town. I guess you could pick F6, right?
Yeah, that would just get destroyed because it's defend 2 and that's enough.
Yeah.
But it's not enough for, right? Because it's currently 1 damage, yeah. So
Yeah.
that works.
That's basically a free fear. And G8 is kind of just like LOL. May as well. Yeah.
All right, push from a land with beasts.
I guess it isn't. Well, it's sort of may as well. I can gather a town from another land, so that's fine.
I guess pushing 1 explorer out is okay. I can't push more into F4 because that will... No, it won't. It has defend 2. Oh. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, that's enough. And then I can push this guy here.
Right.
And that way I could just add explorers to F7 and not worry. Man, these event cards have been so good to us. Except for the one that added 2 blight, but... details.
Because I stopped them building in G7.
Invaders are... Invader
Blah, blah,
phase.
blah.
All right, we have scapegoats in each land with towns. Destroy an explorer per town. In each land.
That's like just making fear.
Uh-huh. So basically, explorer shuffle.
Yeah, so like F4, you can bounce him back to 7 and then back to 4 if you want, for example.
Yeah, so this is definitely not a choose for me situation.
Yeah.
And then bounce back.
8 guy you can send up to G1, and then I can send him along to G2.
Okay.
Or back, I guess, but G2 seems fine. And it's not like blighted and stuff, so. You may as well go to G8 because G8 is Terror Show.
All right. This is the moment where we flip the blight card. So let's do the ravages that are solved, I guess.
Yeah. So they don't get unsolved.
Terror level 2.
Oh, we can win now.
You can win this.
I guess he can just go back into F6 now that ravage is done. Order mattering.
True. And then this one is solved. And let's send you there. That's fine. Maybe. I don't know. And now we have decisions to make. But first, a message from these sponsors.
As your incarnate countess presence, ask your doctor.
All right, Blake card. It is memory fades to dust. At the start of each
Nothing
invader phase,
complicated.
each spirit forgets a power or destroys one of their presence. Hey,
Cascade here.
I'll have destroy presence now.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to cascade an F1 that destroys a warding pattern. That's a cascade, so it goes there. But wait a minute.
Worked.
All right. And sands with escalation.
Oof.
Let's do one here, one here.
Now they're already going to be putting 3 into G3. So I have to pull one out.
When in doubt, pull out. All right. Let's see. So Jungle Ravage. I do have a wash away. These are builds. Probably just absorb the Blight in F8, and then I don't care about that Ravage again. I mean, 2 turns from now. I don't have any lands with 3 or more explorers, right? I mean... Oh, that means that it destroys... Okay, that's what that icon means. Okay. Or it destroys the beasts, rather. That's why that Blight has a special icon. But it's
Yeah, that's the Russia Blight.
So yeah, the only issue is G3 in terms of the extra Ravage, but I do not have range there. Oh, so you moved it while I was doing Spirit Insight, so that means I was looking at the past. Cool.
Yeah, I stopped the bonus Ravage in G3. But there are
guess I
millions of
could-
explorers everywhere.
Yeah, I could just wash everything from F5 into F4, and that just works. Okay. Cool. This is now no longer ravaging, and then I will absorb this blight. And then all I need to do is defend 2 in F2, or defend 1 in F2, which I can very easily do. So, reclaim cards. Let's gain a minor. Elemental Boon? Teeming Rivers? In this economy? Adds beasts? Okay. Also, Swarming Wasps exists. If target land has beasts, push up to 2 explorers. That is very anti-Russia. So I don't have to play Infestation this turn. Unless I need to. I don't think I need to, though. Because all I need to do is defend. Or remove 3 health worth invaders or something.
Are you giving me energy?
I guess I could remove health from F1 if I can hit adjacency F2. I want to play a warding pattern, though. So let's see. Can I do that with just 2 plays in some way?
We can both play warding patterns. We win.
Why don't we just win?
We could just win.
I do
I
need
could
to
even
spend...
play a card that costs energy if you give me energy, but if you don't, that's okay.
Ooh.
Because I have to spend 2 to place the warding pattern. So.
I don't... I could just remove the city in F2 and then defend in F2, and then I don't have to spend energy on the warding pattern. Neat.
Yeah.
Because that's... And then we don't care about the build in F1 at all. Uh-huh. That would work. So then I warding pattern and... Warding pattern infestation, because that's funny. So yeah, you do get Boon of Vigor.
Yay! I guess I'm short on that threshold, but that's fine. I get other thresholds that don't matter, but they're fun to have. So
Defend 2 from all spirits. So we're not defending against ravaging, we're defending from spirits. Okay. Sorry, I'm misreading the card for fun.
I'm gonna, well, yeah, it just doesn't matter. I'm just wondering, Entwine the Fates doesn't do anything.
I mean, it does defend from spirits, which is very important.
Yeah. I was gonna play a card that lets me do damage and make more fear, and maybe that helps. There's always the chance that, like, the event throws an extra guy in G2, and then they ravage there, and it screws everything up.
True.
So, let's see.
Weird. Removing the city didn't give me any fear. Seems like a bug. All right. Blighted Island. Baby's first destroyed presence. All right, temporary caution. During the Ravage step, on each board, skip 1 Ravage action in a land where Dahan outnumber buildings. Prey on the Heedless, in each land with beasts, 1 damage per beast. Speak of the Spirit's Anger. For each board, 1 fear if any Dahan are in lands with buildings. Okay.
So this is causing a ravage on my board. But I can make it happen in the land where it doesn't matter.
Ah.
This guy has to go to either G4 or G2.
And that makes a triplet.
Yes.
Yeah, it's also each land with beasts. I don't know why I hit choose for me, because I'm just ballsy, I guess. We're not skipping any ravage actions because none of the jungles have things. This is fine.
What have you done? That's fine. So this is you're also getting a ravage.
True. It does.
F8 doesn't really matter that much, so may as well be there.
Okay.
Actually, no. You can just click the town, and it won't go anywhere. But if you want, that's fine.
I like playing ballsy. Also, it's a fear.
Yeah.
Which got us
And
a
we get
fear card.
3 fear cards.
The invaders struggle to deal with their growing terror. Trade suffers. Each player may downgrade a town in a coastal land.
That can be a trap against Russia.
Yeah, and there was also no coastal towns. All right. Dahan raid. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan, and each 1 damage per Dahan there.
Oh, hey, we get out of the ravage. At least in my land, not in yours. So that's fun.
Uh-huh. Here.
So I could make this cause a cascade in G5 or a non-blight in G7. So let's do the non-blight.
All right. And then spreading timidity. Each player chooses a different land to isolate. Also, defend 2 in those lands.
Woohoo!
Doesn't really do anything. I defend 2 in F8. There we go.
I save a vitality token at D7.
They ravage in the jungles. Wait, why is this Sans ravageable? The text clearly said they ravaged the jungles.
Bug report.
How would you update the text to more accurately reflect it while also still being lore? The invaders ravage in jungles and populous areas. Not
You
quite.
have been invited to a hunting competition. Click a land to add an explorer to it. I don't want to, but I guess I will. Doesn't matter, we're winning the game.
No, I don't think I will. Oh no, there's 3 explorers there. 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 Awkward. Let's get rid of another blight for fun. And then warding pattern. And that's my slow phase. Ah.
I'm giving you presents and a power card, because why not?
Woo. May add a destroyed presence to one of your lands. To one of... Oh, one of... Not my lands.
My lands.
Reading comprehension. I will go to where your incarnate is. And gain a power card. Why can't I skip this?
You could get a major and forget it. Alright, and now we win the game.
Game over victory. There's a warning pattern in every coastal land.
So you have defeated all the scenarios.
Not
from
quite.
A to W.
With the wardings complete, no invaders can find the island, and any that remain are yours to deal with. That got us 63 points, 10 for victory, 40 for difficulty 8, 10 for the 5 remaining invader cards, 6 for the 13 surviving Dahan, and -3 for the 6 blight on the island. Unfortunately, my blight removal did not save us a point.
We needed extra Dahan to get another point.
We also had 9 points too many because we overshot 54. Also 6
Yeah.
points too shy for the nice number, or 4 points too shy for 6-7. Oh.
What number will be next? What will be the next number that's exciting for everybody? Who knows? 7, 8, 9. So you have not defeated all the scenarios? There one that is still your nemesis?
There is one that remains. Just take a second to let the thoughts wave over you and think about that, what has not been done.
I'm going to say varied terrains.
Man, varied terrains was very hard. To be fair, I fought England twice against it, and it was, oh god.
Yeah, it's pretty rough on England.
How much time do you have, John?
I got time.
What's this button on the bottom? Second wave?
Oh.
Second wave scenario? What? I didn't see this in the scenario list.
Oh, that's true. That's not on the scenario list.
This scenario is played as a follow-up game set decades later. You play different spirits in the next game, fighting against the same adversary. So, this card. Whoa, there's text everywhere. Oh my god. The invaders have been driven off once, but they are not staying away, and the spirits who first defended the island have grown too powerful and slow to react to the second wave of invaders. Can a new set of spirits rise to the occasion and keep the island safe? This scenario is notably easier if you delay the prior game's victory to stack the board. Well, we already didn't do that. This scenario is notably harder against French plantation colony due to town limits. Later waves will become outright impossible.
Do that.
This scenario is played as a follow-up game set decades later. You play different spirits in the second game, fight against the same adversary if any. After the first game, each spirit sets aside one power card to assist with the next game. See assistance from the first spirits on reverse. Remove all presence and invaders. Leave on the island one of each token type per player. So 2 beasts, 2 wilds, 2 disease, 2 badlands, 2 vitality tokens. 2 blight per board. Return the rest to the blight card. All Dahan. In lands with 3 or more Dahan, push 1 Dahan to adjacent lands until there are 2 or fewer. Then on each board with 2 to 4 Dahan, add 1 Dahan to the lowest numbered land with Dahan. Then on each board with 9 Dahan or more, remove Dahan until there are 8 or fewer. That's a lot of text, basically, to say balance the
also known as the Dahan algorithm.
My favorite note is that you have to have at least 2 Dahan to add another Dahan, because babies. Alright, second game setup. If the blight card is on the healthy side, increase the adversary level by 1. Nope. If the blight card is on the blighted side, return it to healthy, leave 2 blight per player plus 1 on it, and set the rest here. If it flips to blighted, ignore the amounts of blight printed on the blighted side and instead use the blight sitting here from the first game. This will often be less than the printed amount because some blight has been left on the island. Do not place pre-printed tokens, blight or Dahan. Pre-printed invaders start closer to the coast. Any which will go to land 6+, instead go to a land numbered 3 lower. So a town printed land number 7 would instead go to land number 4. On each board, add a town to land number 5. Adversary setup changes, apply normally, but any extra blight is added from the blight pool. And then fear events, the invader deck, and spirits are all set up normally. Blah, 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 blah. A lot of things to say that it's not going to be exactly the same turn 1 as it was in the first game.
You also get the assistance from the first spirits. Don't forget.
Assistance from the first spirits. When stage 3 begins, the power card set aside from the first game may be played, in air quotes, during a spirit phase as usual. They cost nobody any energy or card plays, grant no elements, and may target any land. Thresholds trigger if they require 10 or fewer elements. Each one is discarded after 1 use or at the end of the game if playing further waves.
All right.
And then if we decide to do later waves, there's extra things that apply there, but probably only have time for a second wave. But who knows? Play.
Accept. Actually, I don't think I've done second wave of Tiring Roots, so I'm going to pick one of their unique cards to pass along.
Infestation of venomous spiders seems nice. I'll take that.
So, Entwine the Fates of All should be defending as if there's a sacred site in that land, plus whatever else is there. So that should be interesting to test.
Yeah.
Radiant and Hallowed Grove, actually, yeah, we might not have. This should still work because it should be able to target any land, according to the rules. And then Boon of
But then
Brazilian
what's
Power is
target
kind of
land,
interesting
I
too.
guess?
Yeah, I'm gonna click
Or no, I guess.
the
Okay,
fate.
never mind. I'm thinking Origin Land, but that's not what you meant. Okay.
Yeah. Take the defend card. See what
After the
happens.
game, leave 2 of each type of spirit token on the island. Click a beast to remove.
And we still have Russia, and it's still Russia 3. And they're going to put a beast in the highest numbered land. So I'm going to take it out of the highest numbered land, because then it's going to go back.
Highest number of land without buildings, but they do start closer to the coast. They're putting it most likely in land 8 on both boards, right? Because they're going to start no higher than 5, but
Fair.
yeah.
Well, that's my vote. You can click whichever one you want.
I think
I will follow your vote.
I'm going to remove it from 2, just because that's like city land. Pour Blight from the island. 2 left to remove. Weird, they're all in mountains. Except for a jungle in the sands.
You want to leave them in mountains and try to get lucky?
Just high roll?
Yeah, just high roll.
It lands with 3 to 100 or more, push until there are 2 or fewer. 5. Okay. And the vitality token should have remained as well. We'll see.
Yeah, it remained. Do you want to play the other 2 new aspects?
I guess we might as well. Remind me what they were again.
Shifting Memory of Ages Mentor or Spread of Rampant Green Regrowth?
I'll take Shifting Memory.
Okay.
Just because I don't know. Just because I don't know. All right. So, reading time, I guess.
Sure.
All right, Shifting Ages, Memory of Ages Mentor. Setup. Put 2 presents on your starting board. Highest numbered land out of sands or mountains. Prepare a moon, an air, and an earth marker. We have insights into the world's nature. Some of your actions let you prepare element markers, which are kept here until used. Choose the elements freely. Each element marker grants one of that element for a single action. Past teachings bring forth unbidden. When you gain power cards, draw 2 fewer cards, min 2, and gain 1 more of them. Normally draw 2 cards and gain both. Or get only 1 power card when gaining a major powers. Wait, that's new.
You
Yes.
get lots of cards.
Yes,
And
indeed.
you get to give them out.
Growth options, pick 1. Number 1, reclaim cards, add presence range 0. Number 2, gain power card, add presence range 2. Number 3, add presence range 1, gain 2 energy. Number 4, gain 9 energy. Starts at 0 energy, 1 card play, gets up to 6 energy, 3 card plays, gets a prepare element marker, discard 2 element markers for +1 card play, reclaim 1, and prepare 1 element marker. Learn the invader's tactics, defend 2, instead defend 3, instead defend 2 per card in the invader discard pile, but also share mentorship and expertise. Hey, that's new. Targets another spirit. At 1 air, put a power card from your hand or discard into target spirit's hand. At 3 air, 2 earth, target spirit may play that power card now by paying its cost. At 1 sun, 4 air, 3 earth, target spirit target spirit may repeat that power card once this turn by paying its cost. And at 1 air, prepare 1 element marker matching an element on that power card and prepare 1 element marker of your choice.
And Regrowth has an addition to setup to take 13 destroyed presents. So on the tabletop, you just like grab another color of presents and use it so you got a full stack of destroyed presents. You don't have the special rule about placing destroyed presents in growth, but you do have you don't have your defend innate, but you have a new innate unbelievable regrowth. Slow, range 1, targets a jungle wetland with 2 water and 3 plant. You can target any terrain, and then you're just adding a bunch of destroyed presence, including to an adjacent land potentially. So you can potentially add 3 destroyed presence once you get going. So it's a lot. Are we ready?
I'm ready. Apparently, this is easier than the previous game because it's 7 versus 8.
We don't have to ward the shores anymore. The wards have expired. It would be interesting if the wards stayed. Oh, what that would do. It would obviously give defend 3 to all coastal lands more.
Yeah, so the beasts were added to land 8 on both boards. You have a city and
Good.
2 towns and 5, and that's it.
The blight hole of board G.
Yeah.
And we have sands, which is not my favorite. And I don't have a defend power, so I guess I can think about blocking G3, or maybe you get a defend power and you give it to me for next turn.
Whenever I gain a power, I can gain 2. In fact, I don't even choose what to gain. So I imagine that if I just click growth option 2 and I click minor power, I just draw 2 cards and gain both.
That is what happens. I can likely give you a proliferate this turn.
YOLO! Animated rack root, call to isolation. Those are indeed powers. What am I even doing? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Turn the top card of the fear deck face up. Uh-huh.
Isolation is really good.
I could Boon of Ancient Memories here, but that doesn't have air. Kind of seems like what I'm supposed to do is to always give you powers. Just like
if you like.
Keep spamming powers and giving you powers. Build you up.
Give me my elements. And also, if you give me powers that grant powers, you get 2 every time, right? So it's pretty good for that.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to assume I can defend 3. I guess I have to also deal with F8, don't I? But I can actually call it isolation solves F1.
I'm going to try a different thing this turn. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to not proliferate you, but I'm going to proliferate myself more. See how that goes. But I'll come down on your board and help out if they end up going into jungles or whatever.
Alright, so that gives me the air. I get one more card play.
I do full plant water turn, then I get to add presence in the sands this turn. Doesn't actually change anything. Well, actually, it means next turn I can do the same thing, add presence, and then overgrow into the sand. So I can block both sands ravages, so I guess I can do that.
Doesn't do anything.
Oh, but I can't actually target. Okay, hang on.
I could give you a bunch of elements, except I don't have ones that you would care for, but that would be cool. I could give you Boon of Ancient Memories. I could just give you my unique powers, just for fun.
Yeah. Give me whatever you want. I'll take anything.
I mean, this is really good elements for you, is it not? Hmm. And you could even play it this turn by paying its energy costs, which you can't afford. Would that do anything? I don't know. Screw it, I'm spending it. Gift you that. You may choose to play it.
That lets me place another presence down, so...
And now I can prepare a marker element matching the element on that power card and one element marker of my choice, so I could basically regain the elements that I spent. Or not.
You can use Ancient Memories on you, so you get 2 cards. It's a major you can pay to... well, you don't have energy, but if you did have energy, you wouldn't have to forget. And you only have to forget 1, so you still net cards if you take majors.
I think I'm just going to regain the elements that I spent, just so I can ensure I can defend 3 next turn or something. I could discard a moon so that you could deal more damage with Creeper's Terror. Are you in a situation where that does something? They are building
That would let me kill an extra town, so... Because I have stemmed the flow, so that would be a town destroy.
Do you want another presence? I could do that.
Yeah, if you are like giving a plant as well, like yeah, for sure.
There you
That's
go.
Awesome.
Unbelievable regrowth max.
Maxed on the first turn.
Turn 1 max level. Oh,
awesome.
That's awesome. I am not spending that earth, and I am now doing what I intended on doing this entire turn, which was pushing this explorer. And you can go there, I guess. Cool. That was my fast phase. I guess you don't even have a fast phase. Okay. I'm not going to spend my earth to defend for nothing.
Lands.
What are slow powers?
What are fast powers? All right, unbelievable regrowth. Into G5. Extra 1 into G8. I'm gonna give you. Actually, I could kill that city. That's an interesting option too. I'm gonna pass you Moon of Ancient Memories. Have more cards. Give them to me later.
I guess I could click Major, and if I want to play it, I can gain 9 energy.
Yeah.
Smothering Infestation. Ravaged undergrowth slithers back to life. And then I forget Elemental Teachings. That is a unique power. It is really good elements, though. I don't think I want to lose that.
You can just like forget the one major you like least. That's another thing you can do sometimes.
Ravaged undergrowth slithers back to life is like your elements.
It's true, you can give it to me. You can give both of them to me. They're both for me.
True, yeah, they are. I was looking at them one by one, and then I realized, wait, they're both, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if the theme of this game is I just gift you good powers, then I'm going to lose this one because it does nothing. Okay.
So 2 cities or 1 town? I don't. I guess killing the city probably makes sense.
Did you say 2 cities or 1 town?
It's the opposite. 2 towns or 1 city I could kill.
I was wondering whether you're like, should I destroy one town or should I destroy 2 cities?
Are you defending F8? I can put Dahan in there, or I can just otherwise move towns around or do something with fields choked. I just played it for the elements.
I can defend 3. How much damage is in there? More than 3.
There's more than 3. But you can protect the 2 Dahan I put in there. So...
True.
Let's do that. Then they'll fight back at least.
Now, I can gift you a card from my discard, which means I could gift you Elemental Teachings. Which is interesting, because what happens when you prepare an element marker?
I could prepare element markers. As long as you're in the game, I can use them like you do.
Really?
Yeah. Right, this turn, I'm going to...
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
Oh, I can't afford to play both my cards, huh?
Because this doesn't specify that it's only shifting memory pages that can apply that, so yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mentor will finally make use of the work that was done when memory was implemented for other spirits to spend markers.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it before with Entwined Power, but it was pretty rare.
Ah, true. I feel like I don't really care about these majors. Just because they're not giving me really anything. So let's just gain more minors. I'm in the minor leagues. Uncanny Melting and Enticing Splendor. Alright, let's go up energy track so that I have something.
I found a power that targets not wetlands, and they're just in the wetlands. Come on.
Also, don't have anything that says defend, by the way. Enticing Splendor, does that save F8? It does, doesn't it? I have to be in a land without blight. Range 0. Building wetlands, so I guess I'm not going into wetlands, I'm going here. Entice the Splendor of F5, and then... I'm probably just going to gift you one of these majors. You can decide which one you want. And then we decided... Actually, no, I don't need to protect the Dahan and F8 anymore, as I'm moving a town. Unless I decide I would rather stop a build, which actually I've put my presence in a bad spot for that.
Well, do whatever you want with them. I've got the Ravages on mine, and next turn too. By making them do nothing. After putting all the presents last turn, I put none this turn.
Oh my god, you have like 8 presents on your board on turn 2.
Yeah. I'm losing 2 of it in a second. Well, I'm adding another one and then losing it as well. So, yeah. It comes and goes.
Oh, but I guess the beast in F8 dies if we let that Ravage happen. So, yeah, I'm going to entice the Splendor. And then I don't need to protect the Dahan. And so... There's no blight and sands or wetlands anywhere. I will turn the top card of the Fear deck face up. Okay.
Yay.
Then you're using a power that might interfere with this. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I should have done my... Can we go back? I want to go back just one. I could get an extra energy by doing things a different order here, so... I will take the extra energy. Which may or may not matter, but... Okay, now I'm done.
All right. You are being gifted one of these two majors. Which one would you like more? They're both cost 3 with thresholds that are kind of trivial.
I like Smothering Infestation.
All right. I can gain a water plant and one of my choice. None of them do anything right now or likely ever. Okay.
You can give me the plant someday.
I'll gather the explorer, kill the town in the ravage. Oh wait. Oh wait, I can't defend in F8 because I don't have enough earth. Oh, but I could have enough earth. Okay, so I gotta go back. Gotta go back. Try this again. This one. This one. This one. This one. Good thing I didn't do the top card Fear Deck face up because then there'd be a point of no return. Okay, and then everything's good in the world. That's defended, not blighting. There's 2 blight this turn, but it's not really... Okay. So then this one. Top card is on each board, replace a town with an explorer. Wait! That's
Thanks,
not
game.
good. Fortune Seekers. The next explore card
Also-
matches all lands without buildings. Also,
What if Russia has explorers everywhere?
Matches all lands without buildings instead of the printed land type. Ignore any escalations on it. Grim Toll on each board. Choose a land with disease, and that land 2 damage to invaders and 2 damage to Dahan. Tell the old stories. Each spirit with at least 2 Dahan among its lands either reclaims 1 power card or regains a unique power it previously forgot. Well, I didn't forget a unique power, so whoops.
I can actually kill the city with Creeper's Tear later, so...
This one.
Reclaim. That one.
Sans Ravage. Don't think order matters because you're blocking Ravages. I guess, nope, still technically matters. I could push this Explorer somewhere.
Nope. And... I'll allow it. And it is the terrifying mountains. But they're going everywhere, not just mountains. Basically.
Right,
Using
yeah.
up all our wild.
The Explore card is all lands without buildings. What are slow powers?
Yeah. A Haya that actually does something.
Alright, there's no land with 3 explorers. That's the good news.
That is helpful.
Ravage, Ravage, build.
Hmm.
Should be able to defend F7 somewhat trivially. I do, however, have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back.
I trust that you have solved everything, and I don't have anything to worry about.
I mean, I've solved all of my board. I don't know about your
Well,
board.
I'll just get cast down, and then we don't have to worry about my board.
Sure. Just make sure to put a presence over on mine first. And have range to a coastal land. I guess that means you would destroy my board, because you'd have range to a coastal land on my board.
It does pose a funny question I just thought of. What if you're playing with that version of Shadows where the first time you destroy a presence, you push it instead, and you cast down a board, but you instead push the presence to an imaginary space? Well, I guess it gets destroyed anyway, but it's just funny to think about.
I guess you have a chance to push it off the board as the last chance.
Yeah.
Potentially. All sorts of weird stuff comes up in this game.
I can definitely solve F7 by playing both of my Earth cards. I suppose I should probably dig for another power card that gives Earth or something. Probably just gonna click Minor. Because I'm boring.
I'll be giving you powers in the slow phase also.
Lots of numbers, treacherous waterways. That one does have Earth.
Hey, if we add blight instead of the Russians doing it, it doesn't kill beasts. So.
I suppose I could stop a build with this. And what was the other one I got? Bad Elements. Wasn't that one, was it? Was it Uncanny Melting? I guess it might have been Uncanny Melting. I don't know. I don't know what cards I'm getting. I click too fast. I think F3 Blight is fine. F7... Just play 2 Earth cards and 1 Air card, and I do it without having to spend element markers. I can...
Haunts and Embers. Haunts and Embers.
But what if? All right, I'll haunt the numbers G8.
Yeah, that's the best spot. Extra fear.
There's no wetland where share secrets would do things. Guess I could just gather Dawn with it into F7. Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay. I'm gonna put this presence over here. Why? Because why not?
Because cast down.
Because cast down, exactly. I'm glad you agree.
Except you gave me Boon of Ancient Memories, which is your cast down enabler.
I'll play this one. So I get this without spending element markers, but I could spend an air to let you play a power card by paying its cost. So I can give you Haunts and Embers.
Or Treacherous Waterways, and then we could stop the build.
That one sounds better. Okay, there you go. I think I was planning on playing that, and then I decided not to. So let's instead have you play it. This, spend this.
Yay.
And I shall gain... I'm just gonna go Earth. And Air, just because that seems most useful.
I'm going to give you presents.
Ooh. I will go to the prepare 1 element marker, which means I can do that immediately, right?
And yeah, let's say that.
Where is this going? This is range 1 from their presence, so anywhere. Here. Okay. Do that.
Push and explore.
Let's see. I don't have any moons. I do have a plant. I guess I can give you Creeper's Terror and Unbelievable Regrowth full potential again. So sure. Why not? This, that. Congratulations.
Okay.
You are maxed out.
I accept being maxed out at all times.
Oh, man. Then I don't need to spend that. There. Okay. Ethereal Conjunction. A confluence of spiritual forces gathers into an unformed maelstrom. Each spirit chooses. Endure its forces as best as you can. Or seek to control it though it exhausts you. So endure its forces as best you can. Destroy a presence and lose 1 energy. Seek to control it though it exhausts you. Choose any non-major power card of yours in hand, play, or discard. Put it into play without paying its cost. Use it... Wait, do I have to read this with italics? Choose any non-major power card of yours. In hand, play, or discard. Put it into play without paying its cost. Use it immediately. Even if I already used this turn. Okay. And then forget it. And discard all power cards from hand. Okay. Disease doesn't prevent builds this invader phase. One fear per board with disease. 10th of living earth on each board with 5 or more Dahan. Remove a blight in a land with Dahan. Alright, John votes himself.
I was just trying to click on myself. So interesting. I can actually use Overgrown Night for free here and probably wouldn't use it again, so this seems like a good idea. Where will I go, though? Probably just toward you. Like, what if they explore mountain? That would suck, because all these places they're not building, they're just going to go in again, so... And do I want 3-card plays next turn, or energy? Probably 3-card plays.
Well, I can just play my Ravaged Undergrowth for free, right? That's how that works?
Yeah. Is there a place to use it?
It's a major power. That was the joke.
Oh, it's non-major, yeah, so... I mean, I used my major power, which is in disguise as a unique power, so...
Yeah.
You don't have one of those.
I could click on Elemental Teachings or Share Secrets of Survival. I don't feel like those are ones I would want to forget.
Yeah, Call to Isolation could stop a build.
Oh, by the way, we are replacing a town with an explorer on each board. Forcibly.
Cool.
And discard from hand means I'm losing all my... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you would discard your hand, so you might not want that.
Still no sands or wetlands blight. I guess that'd be useful in the slow phase, but we're not there. Haunts and Embers stops what? At the expense of a cascade, it stops builds in some places. Oh, but right, we're talking about these. That makes more sense. Yeah. Range 0, no blight. That doesn't stop any builds. Call to Isolation does? Push for Dahan? Yes, it does. Okay, yeah. So, seek to control this one in this land with the candlestick. Wait, wrong game.
Without causing a new ravage.
Alright. And then remove blight from a land with Dahan. Okay. I wonder what this fair card is. Depopulation.
Could we change it to replace one explorer with town?
Can we say no? I don't really have much inland visibility. I guess if I replace the town in F5, that's really bad, actually. So let's not do that one. F7 town is dead. Let's do this one, I guess. At risk of them doing wetlands or coastal and turning that into a ravage land.
There's gonna be risks either way, I guess. A blight.
Baby's first blight
Nope.
card. Wait.
Nope.
All right, Sands. That's annoying.
Sands, you say? I'm going to deal damage to all invaders in this mountain, so more explorers come in here. If you have a slow power, you don't.
Nope. I don't
Okay.
have a Ravage, though, but... Well, no, actually I do have a Ravage. I have the F8 Ravage, of course.
Of course. Extra guy, you can go into G7 by yourself, please. Okay. And I also don't have a Ravage. How exciting. Do you want me to block your Sans Ravage? Or do you have a plan for it?
My plan is... no plan. Enticing Splendor wouldn't even work.
Here, have more power cards and see if if it's something you want.
Oh, hey, I don't have to reclaim next turn.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can gain Majors here, actually.
And you don't have to forget if you pay 2 energy.
Which I do have. All right. Unlock the gates!
How about Sleep and Never Waken? The anti-Russia power.
Pay 2 energy.
It seems you have a solution for F8. Also, it has all of your elements and then some. So that seems good.
I'm trying to figure out if I can unlock the gates.
Sure. I mean, you can probably, if you play both of them, and you can probably manage to unlock the gates, because Sleep and Never Waken covers 4 elements. All right, Regrowth can go here.
Unfortunately, my element markers are overlapping at a Sleep and Never Waken element. And I can only gain 2 off of share mentorship, but... Oh. I was like, what if I unlock the gates on myself, but I draw 2 fewer, so I draw 0? But no, it says minimum 2, so neat. Oh, but I do get a prepare element marker right now, right? Okay. Let's see. It's 7 energy I need. 1 plus 4 plus 2 is enough, so I can still grow. Okay. Why do I ever reclaim all when I can just not reclaim all?
That's why they call it Casino Mentor.
This is what range presence? Range 1. I need presence in Sands? Well, I have news for you.
I want to save my money.
I guess I can remove up to 6 explorers from among my lands. Actually,
Yeah.
that's really powerful. Okay. Because... yeah, it removes and doesn't destroy. Right, that's the anti-Russia part.
It's
Okay.
pretty great.
And I also skip actions. So, not only am I stopping the builds on my land, but I can skip a Mountain Ravage. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Good Mountain
And I
Ravage.
can give you I can give you a proliferate Get in more
Oh
places.
my god, okay. We're winning too hard.
We are, yes, that is happening.
To be fair, you only have like 17 presents on the island right now, so
Don't worry, I'm getting more.
I don't even know where I want to be. Just in all the sands? All the sands? Why not all the sands? So the proliferate is going to let me get into the last sands. And then play
Sweet.
these.
So it's like Powers Long Forgotten. Your presence is in all sands.
Yes. But if you add a blight to a sands, it cascades as if there was a blight already there. Wait.
Yes. It's the super scenario. All scenarios at once.
All scenarios at once. Oh, okay, God. All right, what element marker do I want? And I'm also...
You don't have Sleep and Never Waken Threshold yet, but I assume you're going to be getting it by some magic.
I mean, obviously I can just prepare a moon right now and that does it.
Right.
There's no world where I can
Obviously.
ever... I can only prepare one here. I can only prepare two here. There's no world where I ever hit the threshold for unlock the gates. So I might as well just do the threshold for Sleep and Never Awaken. Okay. Okay.
I mean, I can let you reclaim a card right now. Is that how it works?
Yeah, I get to reclaim one right now. Reclaim one element marker that I've already used up, right?
And one energy.
And reclaim one energy. Actually, I'm confused. This says 3, prepare 1, and then element marker. Okay.
3 energy, prepare 1 energy, element marker.
Should I spend this air so that you can play a power card immediately by paying its cost?
Oh, what are you giving me?
I mean... You can't afford Ravaged Undergrowth. Uncanny
I'd
Melting
take an Enticing
doesn't
Splendor.
really do anything. Enticing Splendor for you? Okay, sure.
It gives me a plant as a presence.
There you go.
Thank you.
I can prepare... I mean, given that I now have unlocked the gates, I guess I need to spread these elements out. So I prepare this one. I prepare this one because random ass elements. Okay.
Random ass elements.
So this removes 2 explorers from a land and also 6 among my lands.
All the Sands Explorers, basically, except 1, I think.
Yeah, I think I kind of have to target one of these sands, but I mean, it doesn't really matter, right?
Like, G5 is building anyway, so... If you're gonna leave an extra one, it can be there.
Okay, defend. I guess I'll defend a mountain with Dahan in case we decide to put something there. I don't have range. Oh, it has to have invaders. Oh.
Oh, why so sleepy?
Weird. I'll defend this land for fun.
I mean, I could put Invader in a mountain, but I don't think I can actually reach one. Yeah, it's range 0, so I can't do that.
Oh, cast down.
You got cast down up on Lock the Gates? Awesome. Just give it to me. I'll never be able to play it. What do I want to even do here? There's nothing happening. Gather 2 Dahan, and we already got Remove Blight event card, right? Is there more than one? I guess there's more than one. Oh, that's, yeah, we got the one where you remove Blight from a land with... one Blight from a land with Dahan or whatever. But, oh, I can't Enticing Splendor into Blight. No! don't know. Do I just not use this card? Did you see any use for Enticing Splendor at all? I guess bringing Dahan into G5, maybe. Sure.
Enticing Splendor is a very useless card. You heard it here first.
It just lets me add a presence. That's
I
what I
never found a use for Enticing Splendor.
Hey, it has the picture it has the end of the game winning picture. That's its use.
Ah, yes. Well prepared explorers. For the rest of the turn, explorers have +1 health. Beasts prowl.
Gross.
Each beast generates fear if invaders are present and moves to an adjacent land if not. Coming of age on each board, add Dahan to an inland land with Dahan.
Well, all the invaders fell asleep where the beasts were, except for one place. Just put it in line with me, and I'll block anything that ever happens there.
Fair enough.
Go there. Maybe we can defend this sand coming up. Let's see.
Your card. During the next normal build, skip the lowest numbered land matching the invader card on each board. So they will skip G3 and build in G5.
Yeah, so nothing happens. I'm just going to allow the build because I can skip it later.
Coastal.
G3 was double skipped.
What are slow powers?
I guess
cast
that meant
down is
you should have used Sleep and Never Awaken on. I guess G3 is fine because it blocked the Explorer, but G5 would have stopped the build because of the skip all actions part.
True.
But that's I mean it's actually fine for just skipping G3 Coastal Ravage and build here. So
that is exactly why I clicked G3.
That was your plan all along.
Actually, I think I had to click something because there were 7 explorers outside of G5 in Sands, so I had to click one of them.
That's true. You did good, kid. I'm gonna just try to kill all these guys. Again, I killed the city, not the towns.
You could destroy 1 town or 2 cities.
Yes, exactly. And I will just jump in this other coastal land that you can just defend, so maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I should just regrow into F2 because they're gonna ravage there. They're gonna ravage F3 as well. They're like piling up here on the coast. These fools.
Yeah, I can't sleep and never awaken all of those wetlands because I'm not in all of them unless you proliferate me again.
Or if you give me the power and let me use it.
True, I guess I could do that.
I can just keep blocking everything every turn, like that's no big deal. And I have Smothering Infestation to kill a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna do that this turn. I think I need energy. I need to click the plus energy button.
Do have Rapid Wings.
Ooh, Gift of Living Energy, you say. But also Gift of Power. What if we had more power cards? Have you considered that?
Maybe I should just reclaim all because I have 8 power cards in my discard. It seems to me I need to spam water and earth a lot.
And you gave me that card. So you don't have those cards anymore. I have the water and earth.
Look at me. I am water earth.
I literally have 4 cards. Well, sorry, 3 cards that say moon, water, earth, plant, including the one from the second wave. So I got you there. Does pushing 1 explorer do anything? Sort of, a little. Adding a presence to an adjacent land does more. Right, I am stopping all of the ravages except for F1, which I assume you can handle. Or he can just die and add blank. That's okay.
Guess I'll die.
Well, he won't die. He'll run away, but yeah.
Guess I'll just die. I'm thinking whether I want to reclaim, unlock the gates or not. Like, is it a terrible idea to spend the rest of this game clicking the gain 2 energy button and spamming unlock the gates? Or maybe I could just click the gain 9 energy button and keep spamming unlock the gates. The main downside is I don't have card plays to support that.
You could just click 9 energy and cast down the Briny Deep every turn. 6 Sphere, destroy all invaders. Ends up being pretty okay.
I do have a button that lets me.
Yeah, if you're doing that every turn, like, you're doing okay.
Only real downside is I don't really have sacred sites nearby coastal lands right now.
That's true.
The only
I
thing
can
I
give
can
you
target,
reaching grasp if you want.
The only land I can target with that is G1.
I can give you reaching grasp this turn if you like.
I can only target. Okay, yeah, but let me finish my sentence. I can only target G1, so screw that explorer in particular.
Yeah. He's all destroyed, except he's not. He runs away.
Oh my god. I mean, I guess I can click +9 energy and reclaim. Unlock the gates. And then I can also play cast down. And then what?
Yeah. Those are things you can do.
I have this annoying problem where, again, my element markers don't quite align for that. For me to hit the threshold on unlock the gates, I mean. But I guess what I can just do is spam water earth, as I said, get those element markers, and then eventually I can destroy the board containing target land and everything on that board. Sure.
So, are you able to send me Ravaged Undergrowth this turn with a play? Maybe not with a play.
Yeah, you need 3 energy. I cannot give you 3 energy.
I can make myself have 3 energy by playing different card. But I don't know if you don't have that element markers to do it.
Oh, true, yeah. Yeah, I cannot.
So I don't
have you play it.
But I can still give you Reaching Grasp. So that's cool. Works for me.
All right.
So you can actually target a useful land with unlock the gates.
Yeah, I can't do full unlock the gates. I can print element mark. Right. Water. There we go.
Have range.
Wait a second. Hold on. No, I can cast down this turn. Oh.
Cast down the board.
Okay. So say goodbye to board F. Probably. I don't know.
Okay.
Which board is worse?
Oh, because you got enough element markers now.
Yeah,
So you,
I mathed
so
it.
you don't need reaching grasp, right? Anymore?
Well, I do need it
Oh,
for
you do.
destroying board
You
F.
do. You needed to reach board F.
I needed to reach my own damn board.
That's fine. You can have it.
I
I mean, I don't care which board you drown, like, but board F has the most invaders, so it probably makes sense to be that one.
Probably. Okay. So I do not have the threshold to unlock the gates. I'm just gonna click myself again. Whatever. Plague ships. Power storm. Oh, I can power storm. Unlock cast down. Okay.
Yes. We can just destroy all the one more board that we have to destroy.
Eager explorers on each board. After the first successful build action, add explorers to an adjacent land without invaders. Beasts chase homesteaders. On each board, push up the 2 explorers or 1 town from a land with beasts at their gates, demanding redress. 2 fear per land with Dahan and City.
All right. So I can push this guy in the jungle onto the board that's going to get blown up.
I do suppose the first explorer in each land will get pushed into an adjacent land instead of dying. I guess, yeah, we established that. So I don't want to push these guys. I don't even have to push these guys. Well, whatever. You can go closer to the coast where you're drowning anyway.
None fear.
Go here.
It's all the same to me. Building. Oh, this is because of the event.
Oh, right.
Right, so I'm going to click G1, and then the adjacent land is going to be F8. Aha.
And then if I click F3, it's not going to be anything.
I want them to build,
If I click
right?
F2,
The more things they build, the more fear or whatever. So then they can keep going to F2.
I guess like if they go into F1, it doesn't actually build because that was
Doesn't
already
actually
passed
build.
over.
But doesn't he get destroyed and gets more fear?
It will generate a fear. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Explorer.
Explore. Yes, come to the wetlands. Get murdered by smothering infestation.
All right. Last chance to push anything else.
I can save the Dahans from your place.
Sure, I guess they're dying.
2, I can save 2 Dahans. So they're coming over. And this doesn't really matter. You can just go ahead and do your thing now.
I suppose if there's any explorers you could push, which would just be G1, which I don't suppose you can do.
I'm not targeting that, so.
All right, goodbye, board F.
OMG!
But first, each explorer gets pushed.
There's gonna be like bing, bing, bing. You have to push them around. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Another spirit is choosing a legal position to move an explorer.
Oh, this is the cleanup things. Well. Oh. Everyone, I guess you can go in G1. That's fine.
Oh, I see. It's
The one explorer on the board has to get saved and cleaned up to board G, I guess.
Oh, I see. I was like expecting each land to be an individual action, but I guess because of how this worked, I clicked F2, so I destroyed all invaders in there first, so I pushed one explorer out, and then it destroyed the entire board, and then pushed one explorer out.
Right.
So Charlie, wonderful Charlie, survived
You made it to G1.
the island. Okay.
Jason says, glad to see it works. Cool. I have no idea how those things work. I just trust fall into David and Jason's arms. All right, I'm blowing up G2. One guy survives. Where does he go? I don't know.
Also, that was my first slow power of the game. Am I doing slow powers right? I don't know if that's quite true. Well, I did not play Uncanny Melting, I think. Yeah, no, I got forced to be this way. Yeah, no, I think that's my first slow power of the game. Legit.
Hiya. Okay, gifted power. You get 2 cards, right? Or is it? How does it work? No, you draw 2 fewer and gain 1 more. So you draw 1 and gain 2. So it doesn't actually help you that much.
What, gifted power?
Yeah.
No, because it says
no.
gains a minor power, so it's literally.
So
yeah.
You just get your 2.
And
there
also,
you get 2.
It's always minimum
Wham.
2, so.
Right. Have 2 cards.
Cool. Well, you have 3 fear cards now.
3 fear cards and very minimal ravage. Oh no. I mean, I have a Sacred Site there already. I will have a Sacred Site the other one, so. And there's a Bladed Land now, but there's no one there. So Ravaged Undergrowth is not doing anything. I guess I'm just going to click the gain energy button and maybe it'll give me a major power to spend it on.
I'm solving shit. There's no Ravage this turn, don't worry. I can just do that. But right, I also... I'm just gonna gain energy. Like, whatever. But first, the Sprite of Rapid Green is choosing a power to forget. Do I need Sacred Sites? I need Sacred Sites somewhere. Here, Sacred Site there. Sounds good. But sleep and never waken, and then, yeah, that wetland's not even happening. The coast isn't ravaging. John's gonna prevent it a million different ways anyway, so literally none of it matters. I guess it's kind of hard for me to hit the threshold here. I'll click this one. Gain Moon? No, I do hit this threshold. Yeah.
What you need to do is get a new board, and then we'll transfer our presence to the new board, and then we'll destroy this board.
Oh, you know, I still need that achievement.
Island of Theseus.
So,
there's an achievement. Yeah, you can get it. Have we seen that power yet?
Well,
the discard piles are like empty because you're not discarding any cards. There's 3 discards in the major power. Just for the one that I just did. All of yours were free. Dream of the Untouched Land is still there.
how hard is it for me to trigger that threshold? Yeah. Pretty much the answer is unlock the gates plus element markers.
Yeah.
Feels like a lot of effort and we'll end up accidentally winning the game anyway, so.
All right, first... Oh, you're going to give me something. Okay. I have 1
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you something.
Oh, but I can't play it. That's okay. Going to transform. Should I have treacherous waterways first? I guess so. Wilds or push. What does this thing do with wilds? Add wilds, you may push it. Each land within with blah 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 within.
Is there a terror level
Okay.
for no explorers?
Terror
It
level.
seems like it should be an alternate
-1.
win condition for Russia.
Hey, there's still one in G7.
I know, but still. Skip all actions? Yeah. So unfortunately, I can't even have them ravage G1, even if I wanted them to. Oh well. I have a Rapid Wings that decidedly exists.
Okay. I am getting random cards. Ooh. Badlands. You have destroyed presence. And I can push Blight. That's awesome. I want Blight to be somewhere where I can damage things. Okay.
We
Want to gather to Dahan? No. Sucking ooze. I'll just click the one that has invaders. Which actually stops a bunch of exploring. Okay. I'm done. You have a power.
Yeah. Do we want to fund 5 somewhere random, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's gather into a land and then like one of the other coastal lands. I don't know.
I don't need to spend.
Or,
There. Alright. Strip the land bare. Towns do things. Ravage those things. Yeah, that's not happening. Rare lands among close-packed homes. On each board, a disease. The inland land with the most buildings. Offerings of story and season. Each spirit with at least 3 Dahan among all its lands gains 1 energy. It may reclaim 1 card.
well, we were going to have that, but
that-
you moved the Dahan away. Oh wait, no, I just still
You
get
still
it.
have it. I don't.
Where's my other? Oh right, I get it, but you don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Discard pile.
It's okay. I can reclaim cards super easily, and I don't need energy. Dahan attack. Choose a different land with Dahan. Damage per Dahan there. We were going to have that.
Well, there's one land we can do it in.
We could have won this turn. Maybe. Each player
I think we still win this turn.
chooses a different coastal land with Dahan.
Yeah, you gotta choose.
Each player chooses a different land with Dahan. Logic, no.
What have you done?
Logic, we could have won.
They're escalating. Doesn't matter.
All right, I played 1 slow power this game, and it won us the game. I entirely believe we would have lost if I didn't cast down board F. I will not take any further
Land.
questions.
I'm gonna make a volcano. Get some more major powers.
This is the one where I have to pay 2 energy. Well, eh.
Hey, you got it. You got it.
I found it.
So do you want to win the game or try to do that?
Literally the top card. No. I mean, yes, I want to win. I mean, I don't think there's a way for us to prolong this game for much longer without forcing them to build cities and then somehow not, like, I don't know.
We didn't get to test our second wave cards. I'm pushing wilds everywhere, which pushes guys, which also doesn't matter.
Is the inner game developer in you kind of upset that we're not testing edge cases?
That's fine. We can test them easily.
True.
Victory!
There are no buildings on the island.
3 explorers.
And with that, we have successfully defeated every scenario. By we, I mean me. Probably also John, but...
I'm sure I have, over my days, defeated every scenario.
Oh, wait, what is third wave? No. All right, we finished with 58 points, so we did
and
worse
half an
this
island.
10 for victory, 35 for difficulty 7, 10 for the 5 remaining invader cards, 3 for the 7 surviving Dahan, 0 for the 1 blight. 1 blight on the island means it was too easy. We should make it harder.
That's true. We didn't flip the blight card in that second wave, so...
Yeah, the second game seemed a lot easier than the first for some reason. Kind of weird.
I think these two spirits synergize pretty well.
True. I mean, green synergizes with anything that breathes, so...
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're giving me bonus elements, which just translates into more presence and more skips and everything.
True. I mean, yeah, with this aspect, it's especially so. Yeah.
Yeah. And just like more power cards, so I don't have to reclaim very often. Can click that +3 energy button more and stuff. So good stuff. So all this stuff is coming out on Thursday. So get hyped. Are you hyped?
I was hyped, but then you asked if I was hyped, and now I'm decidedly unhyped.
I deflated your hype.
Yes.
Have you been playing with any of the new one deck dungeon stuff?
I've been meaning to, but no.
It's still in flux, so if you want to wait until it's sort of finished, then you might want to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, when it was first like put into playtesting, or not playtesting, beta Discord, like I first took a look at it and I was like, all right, let me see what the relics are, and there were no relics in yet. I was like, And I know that there were updates since to add relics, but I never went back to look and see how they work or played with it. So, but yeah, it's something I've been kind of meaning to. I guess now that I have finished my scenario rampage, maybe I should move on to that. Or
yeah, well, I'm not sure they're ready for previewing on stream yet, but we'll be talking to Chris about that. So if you want to be part of that preview situation, we can make that happen.
Yeah.
Since you have been a great one deck dungeon ambassador over the years.
It's been a
Whenever
long
someone's
time
like,
since
one deck
I played
dungeon's impossible. I can't play one deck dungeon, I can't win. And it's like, here's Logic Stream, where he defeats every like dungeon with no progression without losing. Turns out, just get good.
Man, that's like I feel like it's been so long since I played One Deck Dungeon. I feel like not since I've started doing One Deck Galaxy on stream, honestly.
Yeah, maybe. There hasn't been a whole lot new for One Deck Dungeon for a while, but there's new stuff coming.
It's not like the skills between the two games don't translate, of course, but
yeah.
But yeah,
for sure.
I should get back into it. I suppose this is a very good excuse. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your stay. This was Dolphin's Dive. We're here every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern, playing Spirit Island and One Deck Galaxy, or One Deck Dungeon.
Sometimes One Deck Galaxy. It happens.
Yes. This used to be a Sentinels of the Multiverse stream. Haven't touched
That's
that
true.
game in a hot minute.
We have too many games, so
Yes.
it's tough to focus.
They are also good.
So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks to Logic Dolphin for having me on today. And I'll be back with some more of this new Spirit Island stuff tomorrow. And we're launching it on Thursday, so you can find all the bugs. Hopefully not too many bugs. Actually, we had no bug reports today, right? That's pretty good.
Yes, no bugs at all.
0 bugs found.
Well, except for the part where I didn't understand what 3 gain 1 and an element marker meant, or whatever.
Problem exists between keyboard and chair.
How do you prepare an energy? And what does element marker have to do with? Okay. Also, I couldn't reclaim 1 energy, so.
Yeah, file that under the bug report system. You know what to do.
All right. Well, yep. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye.